We're talking dynasty trades again today, and today we're talking about what to do with the 105 pick, who to buy, who to sell for, what to do with that pick if you're looking to make a deal or if you're looking to buy that pick. We're going to look through all the calculators, the rankings, the ADPs, look at all the players in those ranges, trades that went down, just giving the information to build off of so you can be creative making your deals. Before we dig in though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're talking dynasty every day. We're looking at these players every day, helping you with your rookie drafts, helping you build your dynasty teams and everything else. Click that button, stop missing out. We're starting off here looking at rookie ADP. The players in that range of the 105. We'll know more once the draft happens, but it's very ambiguous, and it's going to be ambiguous, but we do have a good idea. But it's not about the player right now. It's the value of the pick, and we have an idea of the players that's going to be in that area. 105, super flex, quarterback-wise, and I'll say this again like I've done in other videos. Some leagues, super flex, it's like pulling teeth. Once the league's locked in or you're playing with veteran players, they're going to hold a vice grip to those quarterbacks. We all know this, but still, we're looking at the trade calculators. We're trying to be creative, and maybe we can get a deal done, maybe not. But Baker Mayfield, 105. Other players, super flex here. Sam Laporta, Zay Flowers, Kyron Williams, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff. Middle quarterbacks, maybe we can say that. Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Trevor Lawrence is in there. Again, most of you are not going to be able to get those deal done for the quarterbacks, but maybe you can. Again, one QB, Xavier Worthy, close in value. Then you got Jane Daniels, Kyron Williams, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Devonta Smith. So you can use this pick and go shopping. Now we're looking at the player profile rankings here. We're looking at the adjacent players, just getting a good idea of the values, and we're going down the rankings of other sites here. But Rashee Rice, you got Roma Dunze in there, Xavier Worthy, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, George Pickens, Brandon Ayuk. So some guys to pivot to if you want to sell the pick, or players to try to push, or players to have, maybe add something with to try to get the pick as well. Going to the DLF ADP, similar. Jacobs, Olave, DJ Moore, Travis Etienne, Mike Evans, Jameson Williams, TJ Hawkinson, Chris Godwin. You got options. Some of these players you got to add something with. But these are the players relatively in that range. Kenneth Walker. We're not going value for value. We're giving you ideas to strike those deals because leagues are different. Keep trade cut. I think the one thing you'll notice, whether it's ADP, rankings, calculator site, or calculator, is things are vastly similar. So that's something you may want to look at when you're looking for subscriptions to get these rankings, that maybe you just want to go a little cheaper. Maybe you want to do that. Keep trade cuts free here. Things are vastly similar, a little different. They're all like twisted a little bit. Jared Goff, James Cook, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter in that area, DJ Moore, Dak Prescott, Josh Jacobs, Keon Coleman's up around that area, Josh Downs. So a little bit different. But as we work down the list, plus their list, I cannot like shrink it enough to get more players to fit. But some different options there. Going to their calculator, though, for the 105, I get a better look there. Devin Achane, Kyler Murray, Bucky Irving, and Superflex. Superflex off, though. Joe Burrow, Breece Hall, Jonathan Taylor. So you're looking at some big-time assets to go shopping with or to go shopping for, whatever you want to do when you're looking at that. Now looking at some trades that went down. 105 Patrick Mahomes, or maybe it is one QB. Only 2 votes, so don't look at that 50-50 deal. Looking at this other one, you can use it to do much bigger deals. Much bigger deals to get bigger players going your way. This one, 101 Bucky Irving, Devonta Smith. Over the other side, Bijan, 105. 205 and some chips and Tillman. That being said, bigger deals can be done with the pick. I think that's obvious to say. 105 for a player like Kyron Williams. On par with some of the rankings we just looked at from all these other sites. Honestly, you can use that to go buying, or if you want out on Kyron Williams, say, hey, this might be his last big year. I went in on this class. I like some of these running backs. There you go. T. Higgins. We're seeing him go for the 105. Last week was the 104. He's being shopped around this area of the draft. Now, you can use this to go shopping for production and adding something to your side. Breece Hall, Darnell Mooney, Jalen Waddle. Breece Hall, big-time asset, but you also want some other players to come along to help your lineup. There you go. Not one for one with what you should do, but an idea. Like, hey, I can add something to this first. I got this player here, this pick here. Maybe I can get a running back that's rated around Breece Hall. This wide receiver who's cheap but can get me some production if things continue. And a wide receiver in that range that's a little bit lower in value or trending down, maybe like a Jalen Waddle, something like that. And now you're looking at the 105, trading back to the 110, and you should be getting something good coming your way. You should be getting something a little spicy, considering 105 and higher. You're looking at good running backs. First round, early second round running backs that are going to get you value. And if it's super flex, it's going to be even more valuable as well, because you should be having some quarterbacks, running backs in there as well, and the top wide receivers. James Cook, 105. You're paying up, you're buying a veteran, or you're selling your veteran to get into that pick. James Cook, we're waiting to see what's going on with that contract. Maybe that's a move you want to do if you have him. 105, 107, and a third. So you're trading back 2 picks. This one's a little bit lighter, though, compared to some of the other trade backs. But still, you should have something come back your way that entices you. 105, 305, 405 for the 104. So you're adding a little bit to move up 1 spot. Generally, people are holding people over a barrel to move up 1 spot, 2 spots. However, if you can catch a deal like this and you're wondering, take it. Take it, because I'm seeing people pay a little bit more. I've done these videos. I've been looking. I've been seeing people pay a little bit more to jump up 1 spot. 108, 208, 105. So again, you're throwing in a second to be able to jump up 3 spots. I think is very fair. Very fair deal. I'm seeing other deals where people are paying a lot more to be able to move up that spot. However, you do you, and you should feel good with whatever you're doing in this situation. Like, it should be a no-brainer for you. 105, Chris Olave in a second. So you're picking up a player and you're getting something to go along with it. Not a top tier guy, or the next tier guy, but a good wide receiver, a good asset. He's going to be on your team for a long bit, and you're getting a second round pick on top of that. So you still got fire to go into this draft. So that's something to look at as well. And these trades, and what I looked at this was using your 105 and getting multiple assets of value here. Here, the top one, we're getting some production. Older production is what I'm looking at it as, and you're getting a first to go with it. With the 105, you're getting older production that's very ambiguous, but you're getting a 2026 first and a 2026 second. Obviously, I want the top one a little bit more in concrete, but still, I'm just here to funnel ideas to you, not to give you takes really, but to help you get your brain working, to help you channel those trades within. That's what I'm trying to do. More like a friend with suggestions here. On here, you got the 5th pick, the 8th pick versus the 3rd pick and the 9th pick. You got the 3rd thrown in there. So you're trading back or trading up 2 spots, and you're flopping your later first round picks, and you got a 3rd mixed in there. That's something you can do to get creative, but we got a lot of trades to look at. The 105 can fetch you some good veteran production. Probably going to be an older vet. Probably not going to be not too much longer on the timeline, but still somebody that can help you now. You may want to release an older vet if you're trying to trade up for that 105. That's also what that's saying to you. You can also get very creative with trades. One thing that we did not see much of is people using the 105, packaging a lot with that, and just getting that top tier producer. That is always an idea. 105 is going to hold some good value, especially once that pick's made in the NFL draft. That's going to concrete that in. That's something to look at. That's something we're seeing with the other picks. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.